Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Get in, your highnesses, we're going shopping. That's honestly the best way to describe this. Thank you, Ghost Kitty. And, yeah, that's all I really can think to theorize about this one. Because, yes, I thought those were gift baskets, or supposed to be gift baskets, because a lot of the other things people use for, like, bags and gacha were, you know, they're like trash bags mostly, and that for royalty would be unacceptable. So, most likely, not what they were going for there. So I thought it was a case of, like, oh, you're giving, like, offerings to, the king and queen for whatever reason, but then the description of this video talks about them traveling. So actually, yeah, maybe they are just, you know, but then again, if they were traveling to go shopping, they actually probably wouldn't have the bags full of stuff already, so, I don't know. I'm not home. I'm waiting for Buzz to be here for a minute, then I'll have to catch Buzz. I will not miss a stream. Wow. It's quite a pop themed. That is indeed very true, and if you don't know what Bond is talking about, check out which channel is it on, by the way, Bon? Is it the Imagine one, or just checking? Check out one of the channels, whichever one he tells me to go to it. We'll give a couple of seconds for that. I'd like to take some once more playing Animal Crossing. I mean, fair enough. I'm perfectly content if people like to use my streams as background noise. Honestly, I can imagine a lot of people would use, like, on some browsers you have the option to, like, shrink down the video and then you can put it in the corner or something. I imagine that's really, I've done that for live streams in the past, or, you know, Avantra stuff. And you imagine it. Like, okay, there we go. So check out the Crop channel. There's another video there that we'll be addressing on this channel on Friday, but, you know, we've got a couple of days for it to gather momentum, let's say. And I get the feeling that, you know, considering that you lot are here watching me talk about a Pops video, you'll enjoy this one. You'll definitely enjoy this one. But anyway, what is the video we're talking about today? That would be Bleus Pops Season 2, Episode 4, Eletopia. Another Topia name of a nation. Seems to be a running theme within this particular universe. And I'm going to mute that because I know that it's going to get me claims, apparently, so pretty sure that's what happened. But yeah, like I said before, I don't know too much about, like, what else is going to happen in this one, because this video's called Eletopia, but yet the royal family are traveling. I presume that they were traveling within Eletopia, not away from Eletopia, because otherwise that title would be, you know, kind of misleading. Or maybe just because, so we're introducing Eletopia. Okay, bye now. Sort of like the moon in last episode. Still not over that one, really. But anyway, certainly enjoyed that one. Yeah, it's good when, you know, an artist can enjoy their own work. A lot of people say, oh, you gotta hate your own work, otherwise, you know, it's, otherwise it's probably stuff you didn't realize about it, whatever, it's not as good as you think, stuff like that. I mean, look, it's good to... I feel like it is possible to see the flaws in something one makes and take pride in it at the same time, and hopefully that's what Eli feels when we go through these particular videos. Bleus Pops be like, yes, sorry, Your Highness, but the style of grey outfits sucks, so we brought you new clothes. Well, it's possible. If we know a group of people who would be against grey outfits, they definitely would be the ones molded off of the Totally TV characters, or at least the outfit designs of them. So... that being said, I guess let's see what the actual episode's about. I also mentioned the Elegem because that seems to tie into Eletopia, Elegem. So look out for that, I suppose, if they leave it unguarded because they've departed. But I assume they've got guards there. Don't really know, but we'll see. So without further ado, on with the review. Dun, 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 dun. This is copyrighted, apparently, because I don't know. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Oh, I turned the sound back on again. There's nothing here, so I guess this is just silent for real. Anyway. Ladies, I have some important news for you. Bon has cleared 5 GB off of his phone. Anyway. Scatman Jacob makes return. Oh my goodness. Addy loves that song. Or at least, did a couple years ago. What is it? I'm not sure if you remember about this. I just realized the voice I do for Majesty is the same voice I gave to Orchid on the Butter Bunch D&D thing we did yesterday. Not yesterday, day before. Was it been a couple of days? I don't know how long it's been. We did a D&D thing on Butter Bunch if you're interested too. But anyway, yes, here we go, exposition indeed. Does the name Eletopia or the Elegem ring any bells? Yes, it did. I was paying attention. I remembered. I'm versed in the lore, kind of. Vaguely, now you mention it. Just to refresh it, Eletopia is another planet. Ah, in the words of King Vegeta, or King Vegeta in quotes. Pretty sure when you rule over a planet, the planet is your kingdom, and indeed that is the case. Do I understand the underlying lore? Ooh, now there's an interesting question. One which we shall possibly answer, but I don't know. Hi, Iris. King who? Well, okay. Technically it was Prince Vegeta, but they called him King Vegeta in the special. It's a DBZA thing. It's actually their most popular video by quite a mile, but it's it's deep down in the timeline of DBZA. I almost said DBZA abridged. That's redundant. Dragon Ball Z abridged. That wouldn't make sense. Anyway. There are 4 realms, 1 for each element. Oh, okay. Now this is interesting. Someone stole the Elegem, and the only way to get it back is to get the items. The only way to... Yep, you have to require some items to acquire a different item that someone else acquired already. Did they have to also get the items before they stole the Elegem themselves? The items are a golden feather, a lyre, coral sand, and the dragon's fire. Ah, I like the rhyming of that. I would have given the lyre some sort of like adjective, maybe. Like, I don't know. Yeah, what? I don't know, wooden lyre, metal. Something about like the material it's made out of. Golden feather, wooden lyre, coral sand, and dragon's fire. That has a bit of a ring to it, I think. Long ago, the 4 nations lived in... must resist. How does one obtain... What does one obtain dragon's fire? Hey, dragon! Your mum! Ah! There you go, that's how you obtain dragon's fire. Oh yeah, now I remember. Well, we are going to Eletopia to get them. That's what the shopping is for, I guess. We put the items in the shopping bags. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. And we will make sure you aren't separated again. Ooh, realms. My ideas of definitions in Avatar, but the Dragon's Fire reminds me of Winx. Yeah, actually, you know what? I found this out really recently because this is going to be... Jacob talked about Spanish dub story number 496. Because Winx Club is another series that I watched back in the day on TV and therefore had only seen in Spanish, and so whenever I happen to be in a Winx sort of mood, I seek out the Spanish dub. So it took me until watching a video like last year, analyzing season 1 of Winx, I think it was. To finally realize that apparently Bloom's power is not called the Dragon's Fire, as was in the Spanish dub, in the English one I mean, but was instead called Dragon's Flame. Or at least, I know there's 2 English dubs that, people have you know, they're made by different companies. So maybe it's called Dragon's Flame in one and Dragon's Fire in the other. I'm not sure what it's called in the original Italian one. Haven't sought that one out ever before. I watch a lot of stuff in French. Maybe I should start watching stuff in Italian too. We'll see. Anyway. But yeah, actually, honestly, like the idea of like different, I was gonna say different realms. I was thinking, yeah, different realms, different planets potentially that all have like one sort of like link. Because if you think about like a realm, depending on like how big the realm actually is, or if the planets themselves or the realms as the implication here, then you would think, yeah, that's a lot of potential for what would an entire planet look like if it was like, you know, dominated by one specific element and maybe like aspects of the others potentially. Like I imagine like one planet completely covered in forestry or possibly like desert lands, like rock formations potentially to symbolize Earth, and has like a couple of, you know, pools of water and rivers that flow through it here and there so that, you know, life can be sustained on it. Potentially another one that's like a fire planet that's desolated by volcanic activity of some kind, and you know, where lives a dragon, I suppose. Potentially, maybe that's like one singular dragon that watches over whatever life is possibly flourishing there. Water one, again, very easy, you know, with the planet covered entirely in ice or what there's and water, and therefore, you know, most of these seas kind of like the Earth actually, which is more water than Earth, fittingly enough. Air would be difficult though, because I'm picturing like a gas giant, because, you know, gas, air, I guess that would match. So potentially, but then again, how would you would it even be possible to, like, you know, sustain life there? I mean, I know there's storms that can form on Jupiter, for example, so I imagine that there's a way for you know, clouds to form and thus water to sustain life again. But yeah, as far as like other stuff goes, air can, you know, like air feeds flames, but only to a certain extent where they become extinguished. Honestly, the air one seems to be complicated. Or they could actually, instead of planets, they could even be moons potentially, and orbiting around a particular world, i.e., Eletopia, for example. And because of the and they have like a possibly like equidistant orbits to it, and so there's like a particular formation to them, and so Eletopia is sort of in the center, and the Elegem is what kind of sustains all of that potentially. Some sort of magical harmony that means that, again, they're able to actually exist in the first place. So that does raise the question as to why they would have been separated or created separately from each other. Now there's some real questions there as far as world building goes. I don't know. I guess that's another one for you to potentially write down if you if you wanted to. Apparently it's called Dragon's Flame in the version that you watch. Fair enough. I think people have collectively they've colloquially called those the Lila versus Aisha dubs. Of which, again, I'm not sure what the name was originally. Hard to say. Well, I just went on a whole tangent about world building. I've been working on making a campaign, because there's going to be another dry spell request, the Rising Sun, this week, so I offered to DM foolishly. So I've been working on that. So world building is very much on my mind right now. Nothing to do with what I came up with, by the way, but still. Almost wished it was now. Anyway, Aiden's here.
Hi.
People are going to be in that.
Yes. Also, I don't know what my spell distances are.
Well, I mean, you're the only one who can find out that information. It should tell you on the character sheet.
Yes, I need to go pull it up.
Yeah, well, it's... I wasn't expecting you to, like, come into this with the information, like, presented, but that's, like, you know, as long as I get, like, message, like, dropped in. It's because I want to see if I can,
60 feet.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I've been cryptically asking questions on the Quest the Rising Sun server. Just to well, again, to really ascertain what I can do. Went to Google the seasons were also dubbed 4 kids. which, not how you spell the company's name, but that is, okay, fine. So yeah, the 4Kids dub, yeah. And then, was mostly aired in Singapore, okay. And Cineloom, dub season 4, which also had Boomerang in Australia. Dubbing Brothers dubbed the movies, but sometimes the dub was the weakest of the three. Ah, this is good. This is rapidly going to like a DBZ rabbit hole, honestly. We need like a big green equivalent of Winx Club. Could someone make a big green style Winx Club dub that's, even if it's not official? That would be hilarious. Anyway. I think it's pretty safe, since the Zodiacs probably won't think we remember about it. I mean, I don't know, it depends. How long ago did it get brought up, is the real question. If it was last season, that was 10 years ago, so maybe, yeah, they have a reason to have thought about it. But then again, that means that's 10 years in which the Zodiacs had a chance to steal the Elegem and didn't. So I wonder if they remembered about it until now. We're going through the portal by ship again, and then we will visit the royal castle. Yay! All right, ladies, time to. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought she meant spaceship, because that was technically they were on a spaceship already.
No,
I mean, like,
they meant literal ship.
Okay.
Oh god,
enough.
you're gonna give them PTSD. You're like, yes, let's go on another ship. This didn't go well. This went well last time.
That is true. As long as the portal isn't like a giant whirlpool somewhere in like the remote part of the ocean, they should be fine as far as the trauma goes.
I don't know. I mean, it still seems pretty traumatizing.
Yeah, true, but also I don't think Eli's that had the budget at this point to pull off a whirlpool, so... Anyway, they're supposed to write down the one about the 4 planets, one for each element. That I was, like, rambling on about for, like, way too long. Anyway, have you got everything? Oh, those are suitcases! Which, okay. It's weird that they have suitcases. Normally they just teleport to places. This is a lot of, like, travel for, you know, people who can pretty much go anywhere. Yes, we're all ready. We've got supplies, I guess, for the arduous journey ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you just got a bunch of handbags, but you know, from like a store, but you know.
Yeah, potentially. I hope we don't take... I thought there were gift baskets in the thumbnail for the royal family, but guess not. I hope we don't take too long to find everything. Jessica will miss us a lot. Ah yes, the classic huge conflict of missing people. Do not worry, Snap. As long as no villains interrupt, we should only be a couple of weeks. Okay, if the Elegem has been stolen, which we know is a thing the Zodiacs wanted for very nefarious purposes and would give them like a lot of power, possibly enough to like overthrow Majesty or potentially like the Avalonian royal family, whatever it was, I forget exactly. But ultimately, the Elegem in their hands is dangerous, and you're deciding to take a couple of weeks in order to gather a bunch of items that you need urgently when you can just teleport or use your spaceship. Because Majesty herself is from a different planet, so presumably she can get to and from the place relatively quickly, you know? She does own a spaceship. Well, shall we get on the ship now? Might as well. Time is of the essence, you're gonna need to. Excellent idea. Let's board now. Okay, I see the attempt here. You know, you've got like the classic rails you would have on a ship, but you know, the Gacha background that most closely approximated that. All right.
Everyone's just staring off into oblivion still, though.
Well, okay, yes, but also I guess I think they're just looking at each other right now. But they do seem to have like a vacant look on them in general, because they are all just. I think it's the uniformity of it that really makes it stand out. But anyway. All right, Majesty, what's our plan? How are we going to get all of the items? Alright, gang, let's split up. Well, first we get on the ship, so we're already doing step 1. And second, we take 2 weeks in what would be an instantaneous journey, and we get a cruise day. A cruise week, 2 weeks.
We get to go on a cruise, girls. Aren't you happy to go on another cruise?
This was Majesty's excuse. This is Majesty's excuse to have like a vacation. She did what Adam Sandler does when making movies, just like, oh, we're gonna film in this location. All right, let's go. Anyway, tomorrow morning we will go through the portal. Then in the afternoon we will arrive in the Royal Eletopian Castle. There we will stay the night. We'll be discussing the plans with the king and queen. I'm just imagining, you know what should have happened here? We should have had like, you know, like in heist movies, where someone explains a plan that's going to happen and you see the plan like in motion as as they flash forward, I suppose.
Yeah.
Up until the moment, of course, the plan goes wrong. They have to improvise in all heist movies. But in this case, all that stuff you could probably do that would at least get up to like the royal family potentially. Then you would have to switch back to dialogue, I think. Anyway. I remember that from that one Rick and Morty episode. It's a flying space pirate ship. Isn't that what happened on Treasure Planet? Don't know. I've never seen the movie. I think that's right. I watched the Static Critic review some time ago. Back in the days of Pops when they all just were in pose 1. That's right. This is made by the creator of Ebony Pops, so yeah. The next morning we will go to Caelorium, something like that. Looks like a Middle Earth name. We will get the golden feather there. Then the next day we'll go to Terratus, which, by the way, oh, okay, so Caelorium, Terratus, Terra, Earth. Okay, they're going from the different realms to get. From there we'll get the lyre, which I guess symbolizes Earth, I suppose. All right. After Terratus, we will go underwater to Aquavia. There you will get the coral sand. And last but not least, Volcanus, in order to acquire the dragon's flame. If it's underwater, how we breathe? Yeah, it's not like you've been to space before. Clearly there's no way for you to get oxygen magically. Excellent question. I'll put a breathing spell on you. You will be fine. Until it runs out. Wait, what was that? Anyways, after Aquavia comes Flamantis. Flamatis. You will get the dragon's fire there, but that one is quite tricky, for a dragon guards it.
Wow.
To get the dragon's fire, you gotta face a dragon. Anyway. Imagine it's just Uncle Iroh, just the dragon of the West. So, you have come to see the dragon's fire. I will give you the dragon's fire, but first, would you like a calming ginseng tea?
Oh my god.
That is where the other gem is going to be restored. Hold on, restored? You said it was stolen, which means it's still in one piece. Why are we restoring anything?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Maybe it's like restoring its power, but I mean, maybe.
Happy Ladies all got it? This is where like one of their like heads explodes like in cartoons whenever they get a bunch of information at once. Why do I feel like a live better for the wind element planet? Because I always associate, you know, like music and anything like sound related to the air as well. Because obviously that's where it travels through. And also, admittedly, that is partly Witch having like the influence, because Haylin actually had like sound powers in that, so like she could actually perceive like memories from music. That was part of her as powers as the guardian of air, so I just have that association. Then again, they did sort of like flip-flop on that later and show that it was like constant dissonance, harmony, and rhythm were to do with water instead, and they gave that to Irma, but like way down the line. So maybe one of the two, but I guess, you know, you can't play a lyre underwater, so definitely air.
Underwater, you're like... It's like, oh no.
Ah, ha, ha. Well, thank you, Ghost Kitty.
Oh my god, are you voicing Uncle Iroh in the Avatar thing? The new Avatar thing?
I would never
Wow.
dare replace Greg Baldwin. Honestly, Greg Baldwin, I feel really sorry for, because like the way that his attitude towards like voicing Iroh, because obviously he's trying to replicate Marco, and he feels like out of respect he doesn't want to like step on that particular character. But A, he's already voiced Iroh for more years than Marco ever did, and B, it kind of reminds me of when Nova started voicing Morwenna, actually, and he felt like he was just like the replacement and not properly official in some way. Like on one hand, it's great that Greg Baldwin always like pays that original respect, but at the same time, that's how recasts tend to work, and ultimately kind of like does himself an injustice, honestly. Anyway, have you ladies all got it? I think so. Hopefully Destiny will be on our side. That's my catchphrase. Smites her. Anyway. Hey, that's what matches the— Ah! There we go. The one time Maddie and I are ever on the same page on anything. The next day. Okay, the ship has had a little bit of an upgrade as far as the railings go. Although, actually, now that I think about it, the way that it looks out onto like the skyline out there, it actually does kind of look like water. I never noticed that before. But yeah, a little bit. What have you missed? Well, I mean, you missed us like improv world building a world with like 4 different planets, each symbolizing one element and how they would sustain life, and a little bit of a tirade about Iroh. So, you are the Bleus Pops? Yes, sir. And you want the dragon's fire? Yes, sir. Hey, Iroh, your mom. Well, I suppose I hadn't considered it. Anyway. Is that? I think it is. Wait, hold on. They had to go through a portal, right? I want to see the portal. No, go back. I want to see the portal they cross in the middle of the sea. That sounds amazing. Oh well, at least they just give us many visuals as that as, yesterday's episode did. That was just atrocious. There you go, Eli. You did something better than Cook as Well See. I forgot about this. Yeah, that happened too. Anyway, hey guys, I think this is the castle. It looks so cool and majestic. Well, it is a castle. It should look majestic. Yeah, I will say, like, Snap Pop, also all of the Bleus Pops have seen their fair share of castles so far, but particularly Snap Pop because, again, as a member of the Disco Pops, definitely was privy to Johnny's princess obsession. But I agree, it does look very cool. I wonder what it's like to live in a castle. I think it would be fun. Eli hit me up. Ain't never people knows I can make a portal. This is true. Yeah, we just need a giant one that can, encompass part of the ocean. But hey, you make the portal, I can mask it on the sea. Which, by the way, I forgot to send you the clip of in Mutant Girl Season 3 when they actually are swimming in the water to show how I did the swimming physics. Oh well. Ladies, time to get your things. We're almost there. Well, time to get ready, I guess. Let's go. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? That will always be my favorite Nikocado Avocado quote. I know the whole 2 steps ahead thing that happened recently, but my favorite thing he ever did was, "Who are you?" Also, yes, you can join. All right. Oh my goodness, there's I missed 3 messages here. All right. And I got to message somebody IRL as well. That's gonna be confused why I messaged them late at night after stream, but whatever. All right. I am Majesty, the Royal Avalonian Ambassador, and also Princess. Don't forget. These are the Bleus Pops. We are here to visit the King and Queen. It's interesting how, like, polite she's being so far. Like, I will say this seems, like, out of character for Majesty to be this respectful and this by the book. On the other hand, it is a positive change for a character, so I'm not gonna complain too much.
I mean, this is Evolved Majesty, so this is either like post the Totally TV era completely. So she could have changed. Definitely, she could have changed after Totally TV's version.
Yeah, but the question is when, because honestly, like the particularly the gacha side of things, that they kind of like amped up certain things about Majesty and obviously downplayed some of the others. She doesn't like charm people anymore to influence their entire brain patterns.
Oh no,
discard.
That's concerning. Don't charm people to do what you want.
Yeah, you definitely haven't tried that in D&D.
Well, yeah, but they're not real people. If I was in universe, listen, okay.
In universe, Doc is a menace to society. Out of universe, Aiden is just role playing.
Yeah, out of universe, I just listen. One day I will charm a man to fall in love with Doc, or a woman. Doc is bi; he could do what he wants. I like to give myself options in writing. I like to give myself.
You like to give yourself options, or you just broadening the field so much so as to like increase your chance of finally having that player romance. That D&D
exactly. It's like
I was gonna say.
I need the options.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Eli.
Hello. I'm a bit sick, so I'm not going anywhere, so I can join. Yay!
Oh, fair enough then.
Yay! Just don't die on stream.
Yeah.
Anytime I start dying, I will mute, so you don't have to hear me dying.
If I'd known that both you and Bon would have been here today, I definitely would have suggested reviewing the other thing, the other Pops thing. But I did tell people to check that out, so
Oh, by the way, how's Ballet Pops going?
Slow progress because I'm busy with assignments, but I'm kind of like doubling assignments as backgrounds. Like I'm 3D modeling like custom backgrounds for a lot of the scenes.
Ooh,
so
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't find the backgrounds I want online, so take it into your own hands.
that is definitely very relatable. It's like, fine, the internet has failed me. I shall do it alone. I shall do it myself.
And then I can build a portfolio on that as well. So
Oh, there is also that option.
Although one thing I've always wondered, what would a 3D Gacha series look like? Like, what would the Gacha characters look like in actual 3D though?
One of my classmates suggested that actually, like, oh, you could just like model them in 3D.
That seems like a lot of work. I wouldn't do that. That seems like a lot of unnecessary work.
I've considered that for I think I did like a model of like Morwenna in Vroid once. Looked horrifying. I don't know if that was because of my Vroid skills or just because there was something about the cartographics that did not translate into 3D. It could be both, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah, I had a rigging class for last term for one of my classes. It was terrible. Never want to do that again. So it's too painstaking and so fiddly, and no.
Yeah, I mean, people have asked me for years if I ever want to like attempt gacha animation in the sense like tweening animation, not stop motion, and like, well, I mean, not really.
I want to learn how to. I just need to find the time and willpower to do it. I want to, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I want to know how to do it. I may not do it often, but I want to at least know how to do it. You know.
Okay.
Have it as a potential skill, if necessary.
I suppose, yeah. Alright, you may enter. Very lax security, honestly. Probably should have checked their bags. They're carrying bags for the first time. They should have been. Like,
they're carrying bags for bombs. They're having bombs, and they're like, "Hello, Queen, take a bomb." Like, oh no.
For example, yes.
All those bags do really just like hold the items. That's all they do.
Yeah,
I don't know why they don't have items like clothing, food.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. So when
infinite
they started,
bags of holding.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, infinite bags of holding, possibly. I mean, that feels like a good spell for matches to have. But here's the thing: did it in the scene when they actually got on the boat? I believe they said like they had like they gathered all their supplies or something, and that's what they had their bags. So I like interpreted this like they had like they're supposed to be like suitcases of some kind. Like this is where they took their supplies because they had like a 2-week journey. For some reason.
Yeah, it was not 2 weeks. The time frame ended up being like 3 days.
Well, yeah,
my planning was not good.
Yeah, I question why they're like traveling by ship in the first place because can't they teleport everywhere, right? And also they were on Celeste at the start of the episode. You think to be more efficient, they could have just gone straight there.
To make more of an adventure, Let's just give them PTSD. Why not?
Yeah, it's like being like, oh, don't put them on a ship. That sounds horrible. Yeah, let's go on a ship, guys.
We did
last time.
We did make a joke about the fact that Maggie said it was going to be 2 weeks because she wanted an excuse to go on a cruise, but maybe not, considering.
God, Majesty gets kidnapped too. And
I mean, she has been. I think she has been kidnapped in the past, like in the source material. She got kidnapped a couple of times. Very rarely though.
She got turned evil. For what I know.
Yes, that also happened. Not much of a difference, if you personally ask me, but you know.
She's not. She's not pretending to be good anymore. She's just being her true evil self, letting her true colors fly.
Yeah. But not today. This is evolved Majesty that follows the rules and plays by the book. Greetings, your Majesties. I am Majesty. Greetings, Majesties. I am Majesty, and these are the Bleus Pops.
Lovely to meet you.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
So. I'll be the queen.
You be the queen, I'll be the king.
I'm the queen.
And we are grateful that you wish to restore the Elegem. Which I heard about. Oh, did the guard explain, maybe? I don't know. Actually, no, almost
he's the king
and queen
of the entire planet. He knows about the Elegem.
Yeah, but how does he know their intentions?
He doesn't know that they came to restore it, right? Like, they just got here.
Because Majesty had previous, they had previous arrangement.
Okay, I was gonna say, does the crown might operate like Cerebro from X-Men or something, just give access to everyone on the planet.
Oh no, that's scary. Imagine Majesty has that power. Actually, she is Cerebro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elegem.
It's not hyphenated from what I remember, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not hyphenated.
That was a thing that the Zodiacs wanted and then waited 10 years to acquire. I don't know. Ever since it was stolen, our planet has never been the same. It was stolen 2 days ago.
Hey, I mean, it could be like the crystals in a Royal's Tale of the Aphmau series that she did, where like the crystals, like if your kingdom loses the blessings of the gods or whatever, and like your kingdom starts to die, potentially. Could be like that.
Oh, how I miss the joyful, sun-filled days of old. By which I mean last week. Anyway. We hope you will succeed. Many have tried and failed. Within the time frame of a couple of days, how many people have you been sending out?
Oh god.
This is just
over the decade.
So it's been gone for
over
a decade? Oh.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So they did steal it 10 years ago, and they've been not. What have they been doing with it? So that's
Yeah, like that was the original. Like when the Pops were split up, like that was their original mission, like to go and get the Elegem back. But then the Zodiac stopped them, and then split them up.
Yeah, no, yeah, I remember most of that, apart from like the objective, but also but yeah, like since they've had that for 10 years, the question is, what if they well, I guess the planet's fallen to ruin, but that's probably just out of like not having the Elegem itself, not because the Zodiacs have been using it to like terrorize them or something. I don't know. The Pops to get the Elegem is all like better than Mermaid's review from yesterday. Let's talk about Nocturne or Decree. It has no relevance, and roll credits. Yeah. Let's go looking for seashells. Wasn't that a good seashell hunt? I do certainly agree. Oh my goodness. Anyway, many have tried and failed. It's kind of like the all the heroes that went out to try and like slay Medusa. Well, we do have magical abilities to help us. And we have a lot of friends that can help us if we need help. They're all back home.
Yeah, I don't know if they can help you right now. I mean, I guess if you get lost again, maybe they could look for you. But I mean, it took them 10 years to find you after you went missing the first time. So
we have plenty of backup. Out of interest, how many of those sea vessels do you have in your navy?
God.
Dumb seashell hunt. I think I have this cup of go ice cream. That was good ice cream. I thought they just like I thought the episode opened up after they got ice cream. I thought it was what happened. But maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Maybe it was a different time they went to get ice cream. They probably went multiple times, I would imagine. They
do get ice cream a lot.
Everyone has the same default smile, just standing there.
Okay, yes, we've already talked about that from like, before.
It's the classic Pops thing, default pose 1. Duh.
Default pose 1 with like, what is that, mouth 3 or something?
We did mention you being Ebony Pop would have influenced this, but yeah. That is good to hear. We have told all the realms that you will be coming, so it will be trivially easy for villains to track you down.
Oh yeah, it's be like, wait a minute.
Now, as you have come such a long way, how about you go and rest?
The queen didn't speak at all after that first line. How dare. How dare.
I'm surprised that I said ever at any point that I wouldn't continue if I didn't have guests.
What?
I must have been in a really bad state at the time if I said that.
Oh no.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea.
The next morning.
mean...
Oh, the French narrator from SpongeBob. Yeah. Oh.
Thank you for coming to the castle.
Wait, are we outside a different castle? Wait a minute,
it's the same castle.
Yeah, it's just a different, angle of it.
I don't know,
it's a different background entirely, but it's a different that we didn't see of the castle. This could actually be like the back entrance, because if the one of them like oversees the hill that leads to the sea, then maybe this one is like how they get to the mainland.
Maybe. Now, girls, go on that cruise ship over there. It will take you to where you need to go.
I've heard many tales of your adventures, Bleus Pops. Now, if you step on this cruise ship, oh my, I didn't plan this at all. That was the origin of angry Spanish, but okay, yeah. All right then. Yeah, this is really
also, Majesty went all this way to come with them, but she's going to join them on the mission. I see how it is, Majesty. Oh, the moment we do something dangerous, you want to join, but when we're not doing something dangerous, you want to stay back. I see. She wanted
the adventure, and then
she wanted the free cruise.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyways, we wish you luck on your journey. Use your skills and abilities to help you when you find yourself in trouble. This is like an NPC dialogue in like an RPG game of some kind. You will need all your wits about you, brave adventurer.
I don't think you see the king and queen again, so you know.
Wait.
The theory lines up.
Oh, okay. So actually, I misinterpreted something in the description here. So the description says the Bleus Pops visit the rules of Eletopia to help with their travels. I interpreted that as the rules of Eletopia themselves were like they needed help traveling around Eletopia, and then the Bleus Pops there. I misinterpreted that. You meant like the Bleus Pops themselves doing the traveling, and the royals the ones helping them. Okay, that was my bad. And do not give up. We believe in you. You can do this.
Push A to continue.
They like keep backtracking all this. We believe you. You can do this. They try like walk away again. We believe you. You can do this.
For years and years. There is just something special about you. Ah.
Is it the magical powers and superhero get-up that we mentioned earlier?
I feel it somewhere that you can succeed. I feel it somewhere. I don't know where. I just feel it somewhere. Maybe it's in my heart. Maybe it's in my arteries. Maybe it's in my feet.
I feel it deep inside my... Oh, what is that organ?
Maybe it's in my lungs. Yummy lungs.
Okay. Are we getting a peek into like the local cuisine of Eletopia?
Human lungs, yes.
I do know that you can eat like certain like animal lungs. I know that's a thing on Earth as well. But you know, whether or not it's culturally significant.
It's significant. I can guarantee it. Yummy lungs. Don't let anything stop you, like losing your memories.
This is just them clicking through all of the dialogue and seeing like how many like different ways you can like reassure adventurers. Good luck, Bleus Pops. I forgot what voice I gave him.
Oh dear, your voice is different, I think.
I've been recast. Like Greg Baldwin, I shall live up to my predecessor. And that's full circle right there. Anyway, thank you. We will not let you down. Well, let's go restore that Elegem, shall we?
Oh god, this is okay. Why couldn't they have a brief conversation with the king, but then immediately leave? Like, come on, that was so unnecessary. And boring.
Yeah. I mean, technically speaking, we could have also like opened up on this part here after they had like their rest.
Farewell.
Speech failed.
I had to make it line up with the music.
Ah, I see. Oh, that's why they were.
That's why NPC dialogue was.
Yeah.
It has been perilous.
Sure. All right then. And they're still here. Farewell. Oh, okay.
Oh. They're walking to heaven or something, I think.
Honestly, I thought they were going to walk in towards, like, the sun. I thought they were going in that direction.
They're Icarus.
I drew that.
Ooh, nice. They're walking on a rainbow, I think. Yeah. Or they're walking on that bridge.
It's a cloud.
Oh.
I thought it was like a literal rainbow road because the image obviously is like blurred and like, you know, that's how it's formatted. I thought it was like a literal rainbow road, like that's how they like got around on Eletopia. They were just rainbows that go from different places to... Oh well. Either way, clouds work too. We're gonna have wet socks, but you know that's what happens.
Oh.
Ah, a nice swirl here. They're just not impressed. Say no. They're so used to it by this stage. They're just done.
Caelorium.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a...
Man.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
You
this
gotta,
episode was...
if you want Caelorium, you watch the next episode.
That was
like,
all?
The different realms are split into different episodes.
That makes
but
sense.
not much happened this episode. God.
Yeah, well, ultimately because like a lot of it was stalling because of the fact that they didn't teleport this time. I do appreciate like the idea of them going on a quest actually. Although ultimately, now that I think about it, they could like teleport here then started with the quest because they have to like look in a specific location, or there was that. But yeah, probably
this
the thing is like
didn't have much going on with it, which I don't like.
That's a common theme in the rest of these episodes.
Okay. Well, Bon is requesting another, so we might do a second because this is a very rare under-hour stream if we don't. So,
I mean, yeah, but it's about to hit an hour though as well. So then if we do another episode, we may be here for like another 2.5 hours.
Yes, but if
I have time because I'm not going anywhere.
Fair
until
enough.
you get better.
What I just said was that if I did another one, you know, if I didn't do another one, it would be a rare under-hour stream, depending on if we get our final thoughts out in that time anyway.
We can stall for 3 minutes. We can stall for 3 minutes potentially.
That's what happens if BB were around. Honestly, if BB were around, I would actually try even harder to not stall, so that I would just get to like 59 minutes and 59 seconds and just cut the stream off there just to annoy her. But yeah, so actual final thoughts though. The idea of like doing a quest across like different realms, all based on different elements, I do enjoy. Problem is with these main characters, mechanically by this stage it wouldn't have made sense. If these were like a whole different set of people, then you know maybe that would come across differently. Actually, to be honest, you know this could actually be like a spin-off of some of these like other adventures, like what people have like tried and failed. Because if it took 10 years and the Zertis has done nothing with the Elegem, there's 10 years of people who have tried to restore it, so maybe. But yeah, again, ultimately, that's different, like, you know, line of thinking, whatever. As far as what actually is in here, I like the reveal of Caelorium, definitely, and also the improvised use of the different backgrounds with the rails to imply that they were on a ship to begin with. Even though, of course, they didn't need one, but, you know, the fact that they had one and it was covered for, yeah, that was enjoyable, and it does make you curious about like the rest of them. I mean, Bond's already requesting a different episode, so I do definitely want to know what happens now as a result of this, and also considering it does sort of fix an issue that happens in like most of these like old Pops videos, which is of course the plots like begin and end immediately, which is fine for like an episodic thing like the original Super Pops, but they have like 20 minutes to do something versus the versus under 10 for the most of the time, and that's or in the case of early Disco Pops, 2. So having like a whole like extended thing. I guess that also is why I like Jazz Pop Season 2 so much, because it was an extended adventure, ultimately speaking. Yeah. Maybe there's some credence to, you know, how the Pops lend themselves to a less episodic format. Maybe for Pouty Pops I'll do something more serialized. Not sure.
Ballet Pops was an also like overarching story.
Well, yes, I'm not saying it wasn't. All of the Pop series have some elements of overarching story to them. You know, from any of you guys, but yeah, but ultimately, a lot of the time, the particular events in the episodes would like wrap up, and they would remember stuff that happens and call back to it. It's sort of similar to how like, you know, like early 2000s TV shows would do, where there's like a consistent continuity if they know they're gonna get a second season, and then but ultimately you can watch the episodes in almost any order. I guess Ballet Pops would be an exception to that towards the end, because that's when you start to like build up the silhouette arc, I suppose, or mini arc, and yeah, those ones definitely have to happen in sequence. But as far as like the first ones, yeah, there's a bit of leeway there. Anyway, speaking of sequences, I guess we're downloading Caelorium. which honestly means I'll probably change the thumbnail of the stream afterwards because I have a better idea for this thumbnail than I did for
the original thumbnail.
Yeah. So I thought it was like, okay, what have they got in here? Shopping bags. Okay, they're giving gifts to the king queen. I'll give a gift. That's definitely what's happening here.
I mean, it was a good guess, I think.
Okay, here we go. I guess that also means Bon, if you want to, do you want me to like watch your clip like now, considering we're going to end the stream, or like after the next episode? Do you want it to be like the real end of the video, or the end of just this one?
As the interlude. Not interlude. Crap, what is it? There's a word for it.
Intermission?
Intermission, yes. We have an intermission.
Yeah.
You know, if these streams actually could probably have an intermission, that could be a pretty cool concept if we ever wanted to introduce that, like where we have like a short clip or something we edited.
The big video at the end of the video, but it's up to you. Yeah, as long as you don't have to go, and so you're able to still be here to witness it. So yeah, we'll do it at the end then. In that case, so I suppose for now we'll do that. A little bit of that. A bit of this, and a little bit of and then
And then
Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought the intro was about to play, so I muted it. And there it is. Okay, muting time.
It's copyright free.
But I thought this got claimed like on one of my other ones.
Oh, it got claimed to mine,
Yeah.
but you can dispute it.
I mean, yeah, I suppose, but you know,
he doesn't feel like it.
You know, better be safe than sorry.
Fair
It's like I can go through the heartache of it, of, you know, going through the dispute every time I do one of these, or I can just like, nah, whatever. Mix of Scatman Jacob and loud Aiden typing. He's the instrumentation. He's typing out what I'm saying in Scatman. He's going like transcribing it.
Dang.
They throw a dose of Jacob butter serotonin. Wow, that's the bar's that low, is it? Oh my goodness. Oh, and Tree Pops here. Hello. And yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Rare appearance from the creator. Well, not appearance.
Because it's only because I'm sick. That's the only reason why I can be here.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'd be on the train. Otherwise.
It's so beautiful. Wow.
Now they're smiling at it.
Oh.
For reason. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Don't look down. We're super high up.
You just noticed that now? You were climbing into the sky a second ago to do, like, for an extended
Did
period
you
of
not
time.
look down while walking? Dang.
Well, I guess it's probably because this Caelorium is a sky kingdom after all. But let's not waste any time. We've got a golden feather to collect. Oh, rainbow doors. Okay. Interesting. This honestly looks more like designed for like an earthen planet rather than a sky one. Although I guess technically, what would a sky castle look like on the inside?
The Angel Realm.
I suppose, yeah. Then again, we don't see many interior places in the Angel Realm.
Yeah,
Just the
true.
outside. I do appreciate the establishing shots, although it is confusing that most of these are like actually on the outside and we seem to fade inwards.
Maybe it's like a giant greenhouse.
Maybe. Right, now am I correct in saying this was a composite background that was spliced together from two ones?
No, it was just one that I found.
Oh, fair enough then.
It does look like a 2-in-1 though. It's just one there.
Yeah, because... Alright. Hello? Is anyone in there? Anyone Who goes there?
I am the giant. Roar.
E4-5 I smell the blood of the Bleus Pops. It's us, the Bleus Pops. They were told, they were expected, so yeah. Winter, Snap, Magic, and Safari. Also, no, it wasn't masking. Apparently, just were found. We checked.
No, it's just the chroma key.
Yeah.
You can tell if you look at the bottom of Magic Gut.
Oh, yeah.
The green screen that didn't get away.
You can tell by the way the way I've colored my shoes. I'm a green screen character. No time to lose. I'm not sure if you really are them. But the king and queen did tell us that a group called the Bleus Pops was coming. Just trying to rationalize. That's true. Oh, wait, there's two people talking. Okay. That's true. I'm still skeptical, though.
Okay, so if we're not going to actually show their name, you probably should have changed the top bit. Instead of it being brown, it maybe when the other person's talking, it be green or something.
Changed. I think the font changed, and that's what I'm going with here. But I'm going by Undertale logic.
I tried to make it is what I normally do if there's like an unidentified character, and I try to make it blend in with the background, like the top part.
Oh, I see what you mean as far as like, yeah. Well, I feel like a darker brown would probably suited that in that case, but yeah. I'm not sure if you are then, but the Queen did say you were coming. Wow, what a plot point. Well, I mean, yeah, the King Queen, they served the purpose, ultimately. Well, they helped.
Even though they talked like NPCs.
You have my support, brave adventurer.
Take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
If you are the true Bleus Pops, why not we test to see if you are?
Okay, well, you were still skeptical of the Bleus Pops in general, so...
Do the people know about the Bleus Pops in order to, like...
Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna test them?
Yeah.
That's like a stranger going up to being like, are you the real Jacob and Aiden? It's like, well, you don't know me, so how are you supposed to know if we're real or not?
Are you a real villain? Well, technically, nah. There we go.
Oh, you were giving them weird voices.
I was waiting for that moment.
I knew they weren't going to be giants, but I was waiting for the bit to wear off.
Oh no. Well, I mean, I guess they sound horrifying now, so, you know.
Yeah. You say you were sick, I was waiting for you on my stream. What time were you streaming? Because that may well have been when she was asleep. Anyway. Oh, I kind of like the other place they were talking. Anyway. Alright, so I'm Sky. And I'm High. And together we are Sky High. No! Don't tell them our names until we know they're the real ones. Sorry, High. No, you said my name. You fool. Why not? I don't know. Just to protect ourselves, I guess. If you are the real Bleus Pops, which of you is which? Which is which? Which, by the way, Jacob Butter Spanish dub story number 497, for the actual Witch animated series, I didn't get that that's what they were doing, the which is which thing in the theme song until I heard it in English for the first time, because they go back and forth between like which, who, you know, basically, because it doesn't quite work the same way. But anyway, they tried. Honestly, Witches in the House was you know, is a far catchier tune, even though the lyrics are worse. Well, I'm Winter. I'm Snap. I'm Magic. And I'm Safari. I'm Cosmic Pop. Power Pop. Electropop.
Electropop. Flash Pop.
I want to do that.
I'm Crystal Pop.
I just found that out. I like how they say like it's a reflex, and then that happens every time I transform, and then they never do it again.
Yeah, there's so many things in the first episode of the Super Pop that just never appears again. Like
they have like
Super
a whole
Pop
rhyme
power,
or something they do.
never again.
Yeah, which honestly is one of the reasons that I still I think of working out the kinks of you know, like parody pops, partly trying to give them like an actual power that matches them, because you know most of them don't seem to have that.
I think what happened, pop power, like their pop power, is basically what evolved into their singing power, because they couldn't, like, for the first few episodes, they didn't, like, singing wasn't a power to like fix everything until they went, and it was like the Halloween episode when they went into the Halloween place, and then they discovered they could use singing as a power, and then they just ran with that.
I mean, yeah, I suppose it worked for Mermaid Melody, so you know, there's already a precedent for it. And I'm Denise.
And I'm Denise.
Do not forget my name. Anyway, you all answered correctly. You gave your own names and answered. It's like when you fill in your own name in a test. That doesn't give you any marks. Anyway. But that is also information a lot of people know.
Wait, what? Is that a thing? A lot of people know who the Pops are? That's concerning.
Well, I mean, in-universe, most, if not all, the pop groups are famous. Again, go back to episode 1 Super Pops. They are a known pop group that seems to be able to spontaneously make concerts whenever they wish to do so.
But they're known as like their pop persona. They're not known as it's like a Hannah Montana thing, I imagined.
Yes, so you just said that knows their pop persona, so then people would know the names of their pop personas, aka what they just provided for them.
Oh, I thought they provided their actual names.
No, those are their pop names.
They're not supposed to reveal their identities.
Yeah, they're not called Maddie is not called Magic. It's like, hi, my legal name is Magic. It's not like that SpongeBob character. Anyway. What are your powers? Again, stuff that people would possibly know, but ice. Water and levitating objects. I get both of those things.
Bang.
Water and glitter.
Wait, glitter? What kind of power is glitter? Ah! Well, take my glitter attacks!
There's a power that's literally bubbles, okay? You know, there's not exactly too much of a high threshold depending on the person. Talking to animals and force fields.
Oh, dang. The ice one over there got gypped. Everyone else has like a secondary power, but no, she's just ice. I see how it is.
It's like odd in Code Lyoko. She had holovision before, but like it was deemed useless, so Majesty removed it. Well, demonstrate then. Let's see if you do have those powers.
Was that ice?
Saliva.
Was that ice?
That looked like saliva.
That was Capcom effect, okay.
I don't think that was ice, but okay.
It instantly melted. It's the air pressure, you see. Actually, wait, no, that'll make it stay together for longer. Never
Yeah.
mind. Okay, here we go. So we have Levitato. Whoa, put me down.
She sounds like Fred.
Oh right, sorry. Again, I was thinking Scooby Doo, and I was like, oh wait, no, Fred.
Cat Girl Fred.
All right, yeah. I got bubblegum powers. Yeah, see, it happens. For the record, actually, there's one of my IRL friends used to go by bubblegum pop back in the day. Oh wait, no, that was a different person that she knew. Anyway, that was definitely her. I wasn't using my wings at all.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that exposition.
Well, I mean, she's clarifying that because, you know, if this is, you know, that hi here, Mr. Skeptical, would be thinking about this. I mean, I thought, yeah, I just have to make sure. Because I mean, because I do remember back in the day, there's one kid that was into like, you know, like magic tricks, in my elementary school, and so he like went to our locker one time and then said that he was like, and then watches like his arms started lifting, and it's like, I'm doing this, not moving my muscles, which I think was basically, you know, he's restricted his own like blood flow, so he just did that like that. But then everyone else was like, yeah, I can still do it. It's like, yeah, but you're moving your muscles. But he did provide zero proof, so he could have been doing it the whole time. We should never know.
Wait, the pink girl? Like, yeah, the pink cat girl's Fred.
Name was Fred. Yeah, Fred the cat girl. Exactly.
Also, just saying, right now I have a concern about this episode being that I'm worried this episode is going to be basically, they spend the whole episode, quote unquote, proving it to them by just doing this in this one room, and then like the blue haired one's gonna be like, okay, fine, here's the piece, and they're gonna be like, okay, girls, let's go to the next place, and they immediately leave, and that's the whole concept of the whole episode.
I mean, that's not necessarily that would make sense if you think about it, because, you know, if these are like, you know,
yeah, but I mean,
relics of some kind, then you would think that
I would hope that there's more of like a challenge, though, because they just have to prove their identities, which is like,
okay,
that's like,
yeah. So them going through tests is one thing, but yeah, ultimately you want to have something a bit more, yeah.
Because this is
I said there wasn't.
Yeah.
I said there wasn't going to be much happening in these episodes.
Yeah, then why have 4 episodes of nothing?
Because of the realms! It's an adventure, it's a quest! It's going through the different ones!
Normally quests have more stuff.
I mean, okay, yeah, the real issue here is that the challenges are too easy. I mean, maybe there was something like on the outside, potentially, they have to, you know, that there's potentially like some sort of trouble that's brewing inside of Caelorium. They use their
What if it was a race? What if it was a race between them and the Zodiac? Is it Zodiac?
Well, the Zodiacs already have the Elegem. They stole it 10 years ago, so they don't need to be here.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's literally like a part of Arya's, like it's a part of his clothes.
Then
if you want some sort of like them competing against someone else, you could say like, oh, you must defeat our greatest warrior.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something cooler. What if they have to impress them with their amazing singing abilities? You know?
Oh yeah, a battle of the bands. Well, I mean, I guess yeah, that would make sense for like the whole, because mentioned before, like the whole like air and music thing. Maybe that's the case. They just have a. And they could do that from the sky as well. They could just like project it downwards. It's like a whole sky concert. That would have been interesting. Anyway, the two fairies of the truth of Gaia, the bridge from Monty Python. Yeah. What is your name? What is your power? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Will I be an African or European swallow? What? I don't know that. Yeah. But pretty much, yes. They haven't asked their favorite color yet, but I mean, they're all wearing blue, so you never know. Now, I can't tell about animals being here. Oh, well, don't worry, we have a griffin outside. There you go, something. Anyway, but I can do this. See? They must be the real ones. They have the powers they say they do. All right. What What's your real names out of your pop mode?
Wait, how would you know that? Wait, how would you know that? Wait a minute, you don't know it. Wait, do you know that?
He shouldn't.
Do you
I
know
think the
that?
only ones that have been like exposed as of right now have been like the Jazz Pops. I think they got exposed by this stage, but the Bleus Pops haven't.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, how do you know? They can literally just say a random name. Like one girl could be like, my name is Stephanie. It's like your name. Like how are, they can't be like you're lying because they don't know that. To prove someone's lying, you have to know the truth or know something to call them out on.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
You call me.
Thank you for the $5, Ghosty. Yes, nothing is done on that basic post. Yeah, we've already talked about this. Yeah, we mentioned this before. It's a thing. Anyway, what are your real names? Which is a thing I want to know.
Which is a
Wait, hold on.
stupid question.
This person didn't give their name, and now okay. Anyway. I've been saying he because the voice.
We can't tell you that. Yeah, it's like good. Don't tell them that.
Good,
I mean, that doesn't even
my
prove
test.
anything.
The real Pops would never reveal their names on command.
Plus, again, it's a stupid test because you don't know their actual names, assumably. Therefore, you can't test. You can't really test them.
I'll tell you, my name is.
Matthew just comes in just with a button, just beeps it every time you say the name. Be like, oh. Majesty, more like magic censor.
Okay.
I'm good at this.
Mm-hmm. Majesty, more like keep it PG. Then you'll know our secret identities. Yeah, that'd be very bad. Good
answer. Oh!
I'm starting to think you're the real ones now.
Wait.
I'm still on the fence here, but
wait,
I'm
so we
starting
all are in blue. We showed you our powers. We said our pop titles. What else do you need to know?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that. You see, I've misplaced my poor pet Flopsy.
Oh my god! Oh, now I'm thinking about that. No. They fight Flopsy. Let's go.
I mean, if we're talking about, you know, different like tests and inventive challenges. Anyway. Fakes might reveal your secret identities. If the fakes even know.
Do the fakes tell our secret identities? What?
Yeah, like honestly, when fakes are asked to give like, this is like basically, you know, like how internet catfish work. When they're asked to give personal information that they don't have access to, they will either pretend they've disconnected, accuse you of like trying to pry information from them and be like, "Oh, you think I'm fake? Don't talk to me again." Blah blah blah. You know, or they'll make something up. Fakes are more likely to not provide the information. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have the information. Simple math.
We're still on fairy trials. Well, yeah, makes sense for the Fae to ask for your name, I suppose. And you didn't reveal them.
Thank you for telling us what we just did or didn't do.
What just happened? My name is. Pretty neat, right? But I still have my doubts.
Oh my god! Why? Do I need a D transform?
She actually did it! I made that joke before that she was gonna say the character's name.
Come on.
Well, if you're doing the bingo, there's a space there.
Come on. What? How do you say the name? It's like Caldia?
Kalani.
I think.
Kalani?
Yeah, there we go.
What more proof do you need? Oh my god, I have an idea. What if she goes, I heard a rumor that the Pops are really good at making out. I need to prove, if it's true, I need to prove this. So she goes, I was like, make out with me to prove it.
Didn't Ladybug do something very similar? Oh, they're not. They might find about our secret, you know. our secret. There is no secret. Fake. Attack. You just told them my name. But seeing as you trust them so much, and it seems like they're the real ones, let's properly introduce ourselves right after Jacob charges his battery on the computer.
Okay, now Jacob's gone for a second. We trash talk him. Ah, yeah.
No, don't do that.
No, Jacob, turn away. I can't trash talk you.
Okay, fine, all right. I guess I will.
Don't trash talk him.
I'll plug the cable in and I'll pretend to leave. All right. Bye.
You know, Jacob.
Why would you do that?
Jacob has his Walking Wednesdays that are boring, and I don't watch them. Even though I'm super interested in his current Walking Wednesday, which I'm kind of sad that I have a hard time getting through the Walking Wednesdays. Like, dang, they're boring. Did you know Jacob is doing D&D tomorrow? Isn't that cool? Oh wait, I'm supposed to be trash talking him. How do I trash talk him more?
Maybe don't trash talk him. That's your answer. Don't be mean.
Oh no, he's coming back. No.
Oh no, I kept my headphones on the whole time anyway.
Tell me about your Walking Wednesday.
What's that coming over the hill? It's a distraction. I'm distracted. Anyway, well.
What's the hate comment? Do I have to fight someone for you?
Not necessarily. I just kind of ignored it. It's just it made me it gave me an idea basically. Again, clickbait title made me reflect. But yes, I did reflect on something, and yes, I think it's a good idea.
What's the idea?
Yeah. The person was complaining about about the format of Gacha review and how we and how we constantly pause and break down everything wrong with the videos. And also thing right, but they haven't got to mention that. And and the reason that it mattered in that case is because, unlike with the other videos, this was on the first Sapphire Wings episode, the episodes 1 through 3 review. So as somebody who was going back through and trying to watch Sapphire Wings with the only way of doing so being the reviews, and yes, ultimately because of the nature of transformative content, which does definitely prove I have fair use here, the experience is entirely different when you're having someone constantly break it down. So it's not.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we're a reaction channel, a full-on reaction channel at this point. You know, we wouldn't pause at all, and it would be we're watching watching.
A lot of people prefer those types of reaction. That's probably what the person was expecting going into it. I like the Kaki Films method myself, but again, that's but because of the fact that Sapphire Wings is deleted, there is no other option. So, unlike the other ones we can check in the description, just watch the original video again, you can't do that anymore. So it got me thinking that, if considering that would probably be fairly easy to edit a lot of these things, or there'd be little bits and pieces here and there that were lost. I actually was considering, what if I actually made a separate channel where, if I joked about Gacha Review being an archive constantly, but what if I made an actual channel called the Gacha Archive, where I reconstructed the videos that we've reviewed and actually put them on there for people to actually see if they wanted to. And then again, if someone messages me and says, please take this video down because XYZ, then yeah, that's fine. But ultimately, yeah, give people the option, because if someone's going to go out their way to try and search up whatever method they can, and they clearly are passionate about the series, let me tell you from that comment, then, I feel like that's probably a good idea. So, yeah, it made me reflect about that. So, I'm considering it, yeah. As long as it's, relatively no maintenance, because it's already difficult enough managing, one channel community one. With a channel taken down and some videos removed for a reason. Yes, so I did mention this in Walking Wednesday. Taming the Bad Boy will probably not be among the list of recreations. Well, not recreations, not even recreations.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
Yeah. I also thought of I could do a separate thing where I re-edited some of them with different music and sound effects as another upload on top of that. But that's only if the channel for some reason catches on and people want more content and I don't have any to provide for them because it's, the rest of it was not archived. Then yeah, that's, yeah. Need to start saving the cloud, visitor cloud, and re-uploading. Yeah, but if I actually, another reason I could use like an archive channel, I didn't mention this in the video, but another reason I thought of is that I could actually, I could actually put I could actually put them like there on like private or unlisted or something, in a way that wouldn't get them content ID'd, obviously, because if you do duplicate uploads, usually has a feature for that. But I could just put them in there on the off chance, and then won't have to reconstruct them because then they'll be, you know, entirely whole. So yeah, that's what I was considering. Yeah. The Gacha archives as the possible. Like, yes. So yeah, but that was just for the purpose of like these reviews. But you know, like I've like all deleted videos, not like fully again reconstructed. But yeah, haven't properly looked into that one just yet. I've got a campaign to I've got a one shot to finish for tomorrow, and I'm one scene deep. So I'll definitely be speedrunning that process after the stream ends. I'm Kalani. This is my sister Sky, who you met earlier. We both rule Caelorium together. We are both protectors of the golden feather. But now I guess it's your turn, until you get to Caelorium. And then you'll restore the Elegem and everything will be back to normal. I mean, it's not to, like, physically hand us back the golden feather, but, you know, past that stage. You know, be sure to return, please. Please do, I trust you. Please. God. Always going to be the Gacha life looking for dead videos. Yes, but what if it were? That's the idea. Anyway. And the reason I was thinking of separate channels, because if I do it on the main channel and they get, like, you know, taken down for any reason, then that's my entire main channel gone, so I don't want to do that. So, separate thing. Anyway. At least that's what I trust you'll do. There are many who have tried to get the items. They're like, yes, we know. They've all failed. The king and queen told us. Most of them want to restore the Elegem, but none have been successful. So, looking to enter Caelorium, eh? I've seen many a traveller go in there and none return.
There's a really bad security system at Caelorium. There's literally no one there. It's really bad.
Oh. You mean it's just like an empty, like, desolate area?
Yeah, it's like a desert sort of place.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's not necessarily bad. Again, that's some possibilities. You know, why is it? I actually in my first book, Erasmus the Elf, available on Amazon, there's actually a whole chapter dedicated to just a desert where, because like they've actually finally entered like the land that's ruled by the evil being they're trying to vanquish, and instead of like finding like, you know, like a bunch of like enemies immediately or trying to find some new resistance, they get past like the outer wall and suddenly there's just a desert, because the desert itself is the security measure. There's almost nothing in this realm, and so by the time that you actually get to across it, if you actually even survive for that long, you're incredibly weakened from the travel and easy to take out. So if someone does make it past the outer wall, that was the security measure. There's also a giant septopus in there as well, so, you know, there's a couple of creatures that live there out in the open occasionally, but most of the time, that's what you'll find. So yeah, even nothing can be something in a story in the right hands. Anyway, Kalani and Sky. I'm calling these two the Cotton Candy Twins. They're still called Sky and High, but yeah, fair enough. Blue Lady is Cotton and Pink Lady is Candy. Well, cotton candy skies, why can't you be mine? Yeah, makes sense. Anyway. And others try to make the items destroyed. Make the items destroyed. You mean just destroy the items? Or lost forever? So we're counting on you, Bleus Pops. Restore the Elegem for us, for Caelorium, for Eletopia. Shall we give him the golden feather now? Fine. You better be the real Bleus Pops. Just like plucks it off the side of like what is it? Like their own wing. Anyway. Yay! Come with me, Bleus Pops. Here it is, the world's oldest bubble, unpopped. Take good care of it. Also, are we still inside like the gardens of the castle, or are we on like actual grass now? What are the rules?
It's the gardens, it's the castle.
Okay. So you're saying like just so that like you're saying go again, do it. I was saying do it again, Jacob. I challenge you. I think that's what that means.
Oh no, it's just angry French person.
Yes, angry French person got triggered by my use of dumpster wizard earlier.
Oh no.
I know what he's done. I know who he is. He defiled it with dark magic. Okay, yeah, I was not thinking that reference. So yeah, you definitely got that one. And that you're the real Bleus Pops. Kalani, of course they're the real ones. Okay, just making sure. I assure you, Kalani, we shall guard us with our like. Oh no! Follow the feather! Quick! Wait, that could have been the challenge. One of them sneezes, the feather flies across the Sky Kingdom, and they have to fly down to retrieve it. Well, we're going to be here all day unless one of you takes it. Should I take it? Well, your name is Snap, so I wouldn't if I were you, but, you know. Sure, Snap. Okay, then. It's like lifted up by like this flip line is very delicate, fair enough. There, in the bag now. Now, next... I must be getting tired because I read that as next stop Tartarus. No, it's next stop Terratus.
Terratus.
Yeah. Terratus? You're going to have so much fun there! So Alex has never since they're in danger for to have an instant one for ages. Samurai was the first instance of it and hasn't been the same since my personal monkey. Be prepared to dance a lot. Other than Caelorium, Terratus is the best realm in my opinion. We'll see if that's true next time. Make sure you enjoy yourself. And most importantly, do not lose the items. Oh yeah, that too. We hope to see you again someday. Hopefully to return the feather, you know. We'll have to see you eventually. But now you must go and continue your adventure. Sister, should we give the feather now? I suppose so. You better be the real Bleus Pops. I forgot how much it hurt. My wing is bleeding. I gotta start making shorts of these videos. I gotta start like clipping some of these. Goodbye, Bleus Pops. Yes, goodbye, hopefully real Bleus Pops. Goodbye, hopefully real Bleus Pops. Goodbye, Kalani Sky, hopefully we meet again. Let's go to Terratus. And bring the feather back! What was that? We're leaving now.
Let's go to Tartarus. That episode was boring.
Yeah, compilation.
I
Honestly,
said nothing would happen.
Honestly, I actually prefer that one a lot more to the last one.
Okay.
For two main reasons.
Well, I guess it's technically better than the last one, but the last one wasn't good, so you know.
Okay, two main reasons. The first, like, minor reason is because, yes, they still... The challenges were incredibly easy, but everything else about the concept that worked. The idea of two guardians who are trying to make sure that the people they've been told before were sent to retrieve something are the real ones, because otherwise they're not doing their job correctly, and so they have to put them through certain trials.
Okay.
All of that is in place. The only issue
but
the
like,
challenges are terrible.
Yeah, so I'd be like, having a good concept doesn't necessarily equal something being good, just because a lot of things are good conceptually. It's just...
Oh yeah, no, we've...
it gets completely butchered outside of the conceptual stage.
Yeah, we have mentioned that before, but that goes into but it's made up for by my actual real reason why I prefer this episode a lot more.
Stuff like, sort of happened.
Kalani and Sky just have way more character than anyone else that we've seen for a long time in the Bleus Pops series.
Yeah, well, they have more personality than the Bleus Pops themselves at this point, which is kind of annoying.
Yes, including the main characters.
How do you have more personality than the main characters?
I mean, you know, because we're not at the stage yet where we're giving the characters like individual screen time.
Yeah, but even as a group, they get but when you're working with big groups like this, a good way to give everyone very individual personalities is by giving everyone very contrasting and very, I guess, very bold personalities. Like the Mrs. Dicer episode 1, for example. Like, I've pretty much been writing that I try to give everyone in that episode had like a very bold personality, or like a more standout personality. Therefore, despite being in a giant group setting, you can still somewhat distinguish who everyone is personality-wise or what archetype they're pulling from. Versus here, they're kind of all samey.
Yeah, that's an issue with like the Pop series, like in general, at least at this stage of development. But again, that's still that only then like serves to prove like how good like Kalani are in Sky by contrast, especially. They'd be good in isolation anyway.
I think
if they were like in Ballet Pops, for example, they still would be perfectly fitting there.
I think one of the big problems was because a lot of the Pops were based off like actual friends that I had at the time. I didn't really talk to all of them, so I didn't really have like personalities I could put in that represent them. And all of us kind of had the same personality, so.
Yeah. Well, I guess ultimately when like your main like bonding feature is like Super Pops, then you have that as a basis. But then obviously that would be all of the Pops anyway. They would have to, on some level at least, enjoy what they do, because otherwise they're just being, you know, kidnapped and recruited by a powerful princess. That's and we've talked about that at length before. But yeah, okay, I guess that was Caelorium, and we've been promised fun times in Taratus, so look forward to that next time.
Taratus is Taratus is my favorite realm. It's so fun. Like I tried to make them like all the realms had like themes to them, and so Taratus is more like folk, and they all have color schemes as well. So and with music as well.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, when you're dealing with the elements, color schemes kind of write themselves for the most part. But yes, that is still a good thing to bear in mind. Okay, now we have one last thing. Actually, hold on. No, we have two last things. We have two last things actually. So that actually there was one video clip and one image. I'll show the image first, I guess. I feel like that's probably the best order of things. All right. So here's the image. It appears that being poked in the eye. That's a fantastic thing in isolation. Okay. Now here's the actual video. It's actually quite short as a clip, and it's got no sound. So here we go. This is oh no.
Oh man.
Oh, now I know there's no sounds. You can't have like the crashing sounds from off stage. We've got Emil again from people above running up in the background, crashing into stuff. It's like, hey, excuse me, stop. I don't know if you've seen people above. I don't know if that made any sense to you, Eli.
I think I can guess what the context for that is, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil anyone.
Oh, sorry, not for people above. I mean, like, you doing like this video here. Yeah, fair enough. And we both have the script, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah.
But if anyone wants to see the video right now and don't want to wait for our review, go to the Imagine channel, Corrupt Imagination, if you want to look that up on YouTube. It'll come under either of one of those potentially, and check out the most recent upload because it's a doozy for sure. I obviously haven't seen it yet, but you know I know the script, so 100%. Yeah.
Me too.
This is.
I'm looking forward to this very much. Been looking forward to it like all week.
Fair enough then. Well, we'll let everyone else get on with that then, and I will get on with for designing NPCs for a campaign for tomorrow in Gacha. So, and also outlining scenes and possibly character stats. There's a lot to do. Anyway, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe if you haven't already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.
Goodbye.
Oh, there you go. Do this. Everyone do this. There you go. Oh, wait. No, hold on. It's not out. Oh, just what? I didn't press it. You just said check it out. Oh, as you meant you like... Because you said you posted it. You meant like you uploaded it, but it's scheduled for tomorrow, you said? Oh, okay. Right. Okay, fine. Check it out tomorrow then. My apologies. Anyway, farewell.